Ever thought about basketball dreams passing from one generation to the next? Imagine if Bronny James, LeBron James' son, played basketball with his dad in the NBA. Can you feel the excitement? Picture their strong bond, both loving the game. How could they change basketball history together? Let's see if this incredible dream could come true. Rising star. Since he was a student in high school, he has been creating waves in the world of basketball ever since he began his professional career. He went on to become a professional basketball player. Ever since he first started his professional life, he has been doing this. Since the moment he was born, Bronny James has been the subject of extensive coverage in the media due to the fact that he is the eldest son of the legendary NBA player LeBron James. Considering that Bronny James was born, this has been the situation ever since. According to the circumstances that are currently applicable, he is the James children's youngest child at this point in time. That is the case. Bronny went from being one of the most sought-after prospects in the country to becoming one of the favorites as a consequence of the fact that he possessed excellent basketball talents. This change occurred as a result of Bronny's incredible basketball abilities. In a relatively short amount of time, Bronny went from being one of the most intriguing prospects in the country to becoming one of the most intriguing prospects in the country. His abilities were silky smooth, and his basketball IQ was significantly higher than his years and years. The reason for this was that he had a limited amount of time to improve his skills, which was the reason for this. Because of the pliability of his abilities, they were compared to silk. This was due to the fact that they were so fluid. A college commitment. Nevertheless, despite the fact that it was a big progress in the context of his voyage, the choice that he made to enroll at the University of Southern California, USC, was also accompanied by a number of obstacles. Having said that, this was the circumstance in spite of the fact that it was of a large amount of importance. They participated in his journey in some way, shape, or form during the entirety of it. Due to the fact that these needs were taken into mind, there was not a single instance of problem that could be discovered. The rapid onset of a cardiac arrest occurred for Bronny in the month of July 2023, while he was participating in a practice session with his teammates at the University of Southern California. The occurrence of this took place within the confines of the practice session that was being conducted. This did not prevent him from experiencing this occurrence, despite the fact that he was exercising out. Regarding the time period that is being taken into consideration, this occurrence takes place in reference to the time period that is being considered. It was one of the horrible events that he had to go through, and he had no choice but to go through it. It was necessary for him to go through it. Bronny exhibited an exceptional level of perseverance during the entirety of his recovery, and the James family made it their mission to offer him support and encouragement throughout the entire process. The James family's tenacity was powerfully demonstrated by Bronny's valiant fight against his illness, which served as an example of the James family's perseverance. Overcoming adversity. Despite the fact that they were unsuccessful in their quest to win the game, Bronny's excitement for the game did not in any way, shape, or form lessen in any way, shape, or form by any stretch of the imagination. Even though they were unsuccessful in their endeavor to win the game, in point of fact, there was not even a minuscule decrease in it anywhere. In order to obtain a higher level of precision throughout the length of the procedure, it remained in a stationary position during the entire process. It was in the month of December in the year 2023 that he made his first appearance on the basketball squad that was associated with the University of Southern California. The first time he had ever played for the team was today. Indeed, it was the very first time in his entire life that he had ever participated in a game that was being played by the squad. Before this, he had never before taken part in a game for the squad, and this was the very first time that he had ever done so. He has never before participated in a game for the team. In addition to making a successful comeback to the basketball court, he was able to win the affection and support of his family as a result of his achievements. This occurred at the same time as he was making a spectacular recovery. Considering that he was in possession of them, this was made possible as a result of these circumstances. He was able to accomplish this as a direct result of his achievements in basketball, which served as the catalyst for his success. His numerous achievements were the cause of this result, which was a consequence of his many successes. This result was brought about as a result of his multiple accomplishments. The big question: Bronny James is making steady progress toward his goal of being the greatest player in the history of basketball. He is constantly working to improve his technical abilities. In the annals of basketball history, he is writing his own name and writing his own chapter. At the moment, he is in the process of writing his own chapter. He is currently carrying out the operation. He continues to make progress with each passing day, and he is heading in the right path. He is making progress. Even though he is putting in a lot of work to improve his performance in the game, it is tough for him to eventually stop working. He is putting in a lot of effort. He is making a concerted effort to improve his performance, and it is being well received. The subject of whether or not he will be able to play in the National Basketball Association with his father, LeBron James, is one that everyone is eager to get the answer to. Everyone is eager to find out as soon as possible. The subject matter has been the focal point of a considerable amount of anticipated anticipation till now. Therefore, the question is being asked because everyone is anxious to discover the response to the question that has been offered. The query that is being discussed here is the one that everyone is most interested in answering in order to acquire new information, and that inquiry is the one that is being discussed here. It is essential to take note of the fact that the inquiry that each and every one of you is bringing up is pertinent to the conversation that is going place right at this very moment, particularly in respect to this specific subject matter. Beyond basketball. This need goes far beyond just basketball, a sport that's pretty straightforward. The desire for something like this is much bigger than what most people feel. We can't fully explain how complex this idea is with just one word. When we talk about dreaming up something special, we're talking about going way beyond basketball and other sports. That's what we're discussing here. One thing that really bonds a father and his child is their shared love for the game. They both want to make history together, and that's a big deal. This shared passion brings them closer. It shows how strong the bond between a father and his child can be. This special moment highlights the powerful connection between them. The recent event between a father and his kid highlights how strong their bond is. It shows how much they care for each other. This event makes it clear that fathers and sons share a special connection. It proves how important their relationship is. So, will Bronny James play in the NBA with his dad LeBron James? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain: their journey together is already etched in the annals of basketball history. Will their dream of sharing the court come true? What challenges will they face along the way? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Press the bell icon to receive notifications, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.